This is actually quite a rare kind of event.
Really what we're looking for is not so much the stuff that we do and the stuff that we know and the stuff that we've done.
Like, what are we in this room willing to agree to? Through the discussion, at least in my own mind, I could put some of these together with string.
But the connections kept emerging and bubbling up in interesting kind of reflective ways. There were these weird kind of moments of mirroring.
Putting the card on the blackboard at the moment would be complicated, but there's a lot of very cool ideas that were explored.
We talked a lot analogically, moving between musical domains and social domains, about those processes in lots of ways. I won't even try to sum up. Hard is a theorist of invention, and one of the ways he theorizes invention is lots and lots and lots of imitation.
Every repetition of something positive and repeatable as a consistency also brings with it absolute inconsistency.
Included in whatever the framework is, it becomes uncanny, doesn't it? Isn't that why you say it's the aura and the, you know, the extraordinary experience?
My second note was irrepressible. I was going to use the word joy here, which is, if you like, something that I'm aiming for in performance.
This relates to the idea of music that looks inwards rather than projecting itself outwards, or a compositional process which involves looking inwards at musical material, examining the details of the sound.
We all acknowledge that the creative life, the academic life, and what we're doing today is a type of distributed creativity. We're sharing ideas, we're developing ideas together.
And it doesn't help to sort of lump everything together and say everything is beautifully connected, when actually there are differences of approach here that are genuinely incompatible. It doesn't mean that one is right and the other is wrong, but they're irreconcilable.
Layers and intra-layer and interlayer dialogue, and what that might mean in various mappings of the term kept coming up.
Obviously the notation system requires that we think about time and pitch levels as being two separate things which we can layer upon one another, but in fact we never experience them separate. I mean, this goes back to this idea of pitching. You know, the sound has a physical reality. There is no anarchist sound that is outside of time.
And there was one architect in Norway who refused to use computers and insisted on doing everything with watercolours, and because he said reality isn't layered like that. You couldn't imagine that you could layer that pond. And I don't know, it'd be rather intriguing if the same debate is there in music as in architecture.